What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another live stream. I hope you guys are doing splendid. Let me know how you guys are doing tonight. What's up? What's good? How are my people? Shout out to the people with notifications on that come through to the stream early. I appreciate you. Connor Gaming, my man, you were first. Congratulations, bro. You were the one to make it through out of all of them to be first. You're the man, my friend. We also have Pixelated FN in the chat. What's good? Welcome to the stream. We also have Coffee Warrior Gaming. Welcome. We have Nof Babe Gaming. I see you. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you. Who else we got in the chat here? We have Z-Man Scar. We have Lotus. We also have Roy French. I see you. You're first. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a fight here between you and Connor, because but you know, you might have been first to the stream, but Connor might have been first to chat. So I got to give him the I guess the first prize, because you got to be first to chat too. That's how I know for sure that you're actually first. But welcome, bro. I appreciate you coming through as well. We got Holy Grills. Welcome to the stream. We here. I see you. What's good? Welcome. Appreciate all the tips. Hey, I'm here for you, here to help as always. I like to be resourceful. You know, it gives me drive, it gives me motivation. I love helping you guys out. It's my thing, all right? It's my thing. So I know some of you guys that have been peeping around the Discord. One of you guys by the name of Rainy Day 05 has been sharing a particular video, and a lot of you guys can't access it. It's a members only video, all right? It's a members only video for now, but it's gonna be out to everybody tomorrow. But I just released it out to the people who are members of the channel a little bit early so they could see it. But this video here, I know you guys have been waiting for it for a freaking long time, but I got the Mac Mini. I had the Astro A50X headset, and I made a video about it, and it's in that content right there, but you guys can't access it from, you know, this guy shared it on the Discord, but it's not happening right now. You can't watch it right now. But those of you guys that are not members, everybody's gonna be able to watch it tomorrow. So we're chilling. It's all good in the hood. But today, I want to help you guys fix your broken stream. This is a Setup Help Live stream. Setup Help Live. Setup Help Live stream. It's a stream where I help you guys with the setup. Any questions that you guys might have, you know, throw them in the chat here. And what we're gonna do, I'm going to basically check out the questions that come through, and I'm gonna throw your name up on the screen, and we're gonna just do our best here to answer whatever question that you might have. It could be something that I did a video on, something that I didn't do a video on, but that you just need a little bit of help with. So I'm here for you. And we're having stream issues of our own anyways. Slightly crackly stream or music. I don't know if I hope my audio is, I hope my mic is not sounding tinny-ish, but let me know, because if so, I'm gonna kapoop this Wavelength software and just upgrade live on the like while we're live right now, and just get the 2.0 version. I'm using 1.11 or something, 1.111 or something like that, but I will update that if my audio is sounding funny right now. You know, because we experiment and we learn as we go. And, you know, I try to be a testament to that. And I like to try to help you guys here with things that you might be running into. So whether I'm running into things or you're running into things, let's tackle it together. A little robotic off and on. Yeah, I'm hearing it too. I'm hearing it. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And of course, I didn't start hearing it until after I did all my pre-stream tests. So if it keeps happening, I'm gonna see if we can update Wavelength to 2.0 today, like right now, and we'll go from there. Because right now everything's sounding cool, but it's off and on, man. And this is something I try to you know make you guys be a little bit aware of. Sometimes it's not always you. Sometimes you could set every single thing up correct, and something's still not behaving right. There it is again. All right, I'm gonna destroy the software right now. I'm gonna throw it away and upload. We're gonna reinstall a new software, but it just won't go away. I'm killing it. Unless it's my CPU. Unless it's the CPU, then we're cooked. But I'm gonna take this out. Hold on a sec, guys. Not happening on my watch. We're switching audio sources. Oh, all right. No music for the short term until I get rid of this software and upload the new one. What is that mic? It is the best quality mic ever. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of this software right now. We're going to uninstall, and then I'm going to put the new version on here. And I'm going to pause myself. So we're going to do a little live. Yeah, it's definitely better now because I stopped the wavelength software. It was the software, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, the point I was trying to get at is that sometimes you can set everything up right. And it will be the software that can kill you. So that's happening right now in this case. And in the video that you guys will see posted tomorrow, it is also going to be another case where I was using a particular capture card and there was no game audio coming through into Streamlabs desktop. None at all. I'm like, what is the problem now? And I tried to do that video completely like in a live manner per se. Because I got the Mac Mini fresh and I wanted to test it out, end to end without me trying to do an advanced. It's fixed now. Yeah. Okay. I'm kaputting this. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm getting distracted with it myself. We're gonna see if this is the fix. I have to unplug the mic. Stand by. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't want to restart right now. I didn't want to restart. I'm not going to restart right now. Hopefully we don't have to restart. All right, we'll see if that audio issue comes back. And then that'll determine if it was actually software issue or not. I know, it was off. I know my mic was off. I know it was off. Yeah, so... yeah, we'll see if the tendiness comes back, but I just updated the software completely. Oh my gosh. All right, we're chilling now, guys. All right, so that's one. I fixed my own broken stream first. So now I'm gonna help you guys fix your broken stream next. And hopefully that tendiness comes back. If it does, I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna run outside without any clothes on. Oh. I just heard it come back for a little bit. All right, we'll monitor it because I want to stream. I want to continue to do a bit more of these streams. So every time I don't stream for like a little bit and I come back and I got to update a whole bunch of stuff, things get thrown off. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, like up the stream. I appreciate y'all. For real. For real. Hands get cold. All right. Let's get into some questions. About freaking time, right? All right, let me see if this stuff is working. Oh, it's working. All right, cool. All right. So this is the first of many questions that we're going to answer tonight. But please, as they come through, I will do my best to answer them. You know, we're going to pull them up on stream just like we are with Roy French here. And we're going to try to tackle them. And, you know, even if I don't get to your question, some of the questions that are asked here may end up applying to you. So it's good to kind of stay tuned and kind of listen and all that good stuff. All right. So Roy French, what do you got for me, my friend? You said, how do I stream from TikTok and I have a Mac? I don't get any viewers. I stream every day. How do I grow my page? Because subscribers are different from followers. I only get bots. Yo, the tendiness is back. All right, I might have to restart. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm not afraid to kaput a stream off my YouTube channel anyways. All right, now it's gone. What is going on? I might have to adjust some more settings. Maybe the audio buffer, input and output buffer. Because I've had this issue a long time ago, and I haven't had it for a long time till now. I think it's the audio buffer though. All right, we'll troubleshoot this as we go. One broken thing at a time, but I might want to change my input and output buffer. Anyways, all right. Sorry, Roy French. I've been well, thank you. Maybe it's not well plugged in. It is plugged in. Trust me. I had it plugged into a dongle, so that made the microphone actually rendered useless. And then I plugged it into the computer, and it was like, all right, yeah, that works. So yeah. All right, how do I stream? Let's tackle this question a little bit at a time because it's a little bit loaded. But how do I stream from TikTok and I have a Mac? So if you do have a Mac, that's actually totally fine. One of the apps that I actually recommend for easy streaming to TikTok is might be a little surprised, but it's just Streamlabs Desktop. And the reason why I say that is because they offer a completely free way without having to use a stream key to push your stream to TikTok because they have like a direct connection integration that you can use. Basically, I also have a video on this as well, but I'll kind of talk you through it. And the tendiness is back again. I'm losing my freaking mind, guys. All right, we're going to I'm going to restart my audio source here real quick. All right. Okay, now we're back again, and I switched the audio buffer size. Dude, that stuff's software, dude. Restarting stream will not fix this issue. This is an audio software problem. So yeah, I made another setting tweak. Let's see if it helps. Okay, yeah. So with TikTok, if you use Streamlabs Desktop, and I might be able to actually show you a little bit live here. It's still there. I may have to just end the stream just to troubleshoot this for like a while. I don't get it, guys. I may have to just kill the stream just to troubleshoot the audio issue. Or we can try to figure it out live together. That's why I don't update anything. Don't update anything, ever. All right, I'm just opening Streamlabs Desktop, unplugged and plug it back in. Yeah, dude, plug in another microphone. That won't back you up the mic. Don't end stream. Or we might have to, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh man. I'm just pulling up Streamlabs Desktop now, just to try to show you how you can use TikTok. I wouldn't use HE60X is actually fine on Mac. It has UVC compatibility. It's totally good. Thanks, man. Seeing you troubleshoot live makes me feel it, dude. It happens, and I want you guys to feel normal. Like having stream issues is totally not out the ordinary. Just so you guys know. Like, come on. Like I'm having fine audio now, and then later the audio goes awry. Like there's a whole bunch. There's like a checklist of things I go through to get this sort of figured out. It could even be a driver issue, an audio driver issue. Shouldn't be the graphics, my graphics card. Shouldn't be the driver there. But it could be freaking anything. So you have to go through a whole bunch of different freaking checklist items to kind of narrow it down. All right. Yep. Okay, so for the TikTok stuff, yeah, if you're in Streamlabs desktop, you can go to your stream section within your settings, and then right here you will find an option to link your TikTok here, and it'll actually take you to a page. I'm not going to click this because it'll unlink me, but if you go through the steps here, it'll give you the option to apply to be able to stream on TikTok, and you're going to need to go through that application process. It shouldn't take too long, but I mean, I never really even post to TikTok or even stream to it, and I still was able to get approved to use TikTok and stream to it directly. But this is the only way that I've been able to test thus far to where you can push a stream to TikTok without the use of a stream key, which is really, really awesome. Because other apps, like if you're using OBS, for example, you're going to need a stream URL and a stream key to push. And there goes my audio again. Dude. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna freaking lose it. Stop Tenny audio. Hashtag. But yeah, you have to do it here, man. You have to do it here. Dude, the whole like audio thing is actually like totally distracting. Totally freaking distracting. But yeah, once you go through those steps, you'll get approved very like within like 30 minutes to an hour, and then you'll be able to push your stream literally that way with your TikTok linked. Sounds like a voice mod. Dude, imagine I should be using a voice mod. All right, next part of this question is that I don't get any viewers or stream every day. How do I grow my page? Because subscribers are different from followers. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't probably focus too much on subscribers right away. I would focus on trying to grow your audience. And you're going to need to do that by, I would say, having a good consistent stream schedule. That always helps a lot of people at least kind of get into a flow. And then the viewers that you do start getting will at least know that you're streaming at a certain time. So whether that be in the morning, like I know I have certain streamers that I follow on TikTok even, and I know they always stream in the morning, and lo and behold, when I go there in the morning, there they are streaming. So yeah, having a good schedule tends to help, and also what you're streaming too. So if you're playing like a bunch of different games on your TikTok page all the time, if they don't have any cohesiveness, or there's my audio again, and now it's a weird thing, or if they don't have any connection to one another, the games you're playing, that is, then that's also not going to have viewers stick around. So basically, you're going to want to have to think of the type of person. Okay, you're gonna have to think of the type of person that you want to attract to your stream, and then be able to make content around them. Oh my God, this audio is driving me crazy, guys. Normal day. Alrighty, I might have to end the stream and figure this issue out. You think it's a bad cable connection? I don't know about that's an interesting point, but this is actually a brand new cable, so it should not be the cable. It's a brand new cable. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Roy French, thank you for the question. Dude, it's going to take a lot of time. I don't know how long you've been streaming. Dude, what is up with the audio? No audio effects set, guys. No audio effects set, I swear. Yeah, I may end the stream and come back. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to go troubleshoot this thing. And then we'll do another review. If I fix the issue tonight, I'll come back through and we'll do a new stream. But if not, I will probably see you guys in a day or so for another stream, because this is driving me nuts. Thank you, guys. I have to, or I'm sorry. This is driving me insane. No, it's not the internet. I'm gonna go troubleshoot because I gotta do it. And I won't do it live. I won't bore you with that. So yeah, if I fix this tonight, I will be back live. If not, I will see you in like a day or so, because I'll be back live again. But I want to fix this. And I know I can fix it, so we'll get it straight. Fix it live? What if I have to restart the computer, dude? I mean, I can have one of these totally joke of streams. I mean, I don't really care. Because we're just live. It's not a video, so it makes it fun. Should I stay and fix it live? Yes, it works now, Tanner. But I guess this will make the stream a little bit more interesting. Because I kind of just jumped in live, trying to just thinking like, okay, I got all my updates done. We should be good. And then all of a sudden, oh, look at that! It gets tinny. We can hear fine even. You can, but it's tinny. I don't like tinny. I like having the best quality possible. Let's just stay like that. God, bro. Oh, what's your question? I will answer. What do you have? What's your question? Let me go back into the chat now. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Hey, maybe we'll stay live and I will show you guys my process for what I would do to try to fix this. The problem is if I have to restart, so that'll just pause the stream temporarily. Because that probably will end up happening. I need to restart, and then I can just jump back on really quickly. Because I have everything pre-set up in my OBS. All right, let's take a look at your question. First off, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. But let's see what you got here. Do I need a new laptop if my OBS keeps crashing and video encoder error message keeps popping up? And then on YouTube Studio, it keeps popping up. Video is not receiving enough video to maintain a good what? And then you said, I tried every bitrate possible and added Ethernet cable. And here goes the bot audio again. Sorry for your ears. We will troubleshoot it after I answer this question here. All right, so which laptop do you have is my first question, because a lot of the newer laptops coming out today, they can handle OBS quite well. And you kind of just need to tweak your settings depending on what what quality level of video you're trying to push out. So that part kind of depends, but I would say like if it's an old computer, then yeah, it could probably struggle a little bit. But the first piece that I would want to get out the way is your PC, its processor, is it at least a quad core? So look up your computer model, or look up wherever you got your computer, or look up if you have the books with you that the computer came with. Take a look at that. Look at the CPU model. Look it up. And then see if it has at least a quad core, if it's at least quad core. If it's a dual core, meaning it just has 2 cores, it doesn't have enough processing power to be able to really use a capture card in OBS Studio. It's gonna, like, I haven't had any success using a dual core PC in OBS, so I'm sure you're not gonna be able to get the success. But if it's at least a quad core, that's a good starting point. If it has dedicated graphics, even better, but I'm imagining since you're going through these issues, I'm going through issues too. I imagine since you're going through this, then you probably don't have a dedicated graphics card like from NVIDIA or AMD, something like that. So what I can show you here to kind of help you out a little bit is in your settings. First off, in video, you can at least try 1080p first. I would probably try going with that. Try 1080p out, see if that works. I'll say come back to this in a little bit, depending on how your settings go. But if you're still running into issues, then you'd want to come back here as like a last final resort and knock it down to 1280 by 720. But preferably, you really wouldn't want that. The standard nowadays and for the foreseeable future is 1080p. And you want to stick with that the best you can. Gotta love 1080 audio. Gotta love voice mod. This is all voice mod. I promise you, it's all voice mod. All right, so once you have 1080p set, you want to go to your output, go to streaming. For me, I have a dedicated graphics card, so I'm using the NVIDIA NVENC H.264. But for you, I think the easiest one to use would be the X264 software encoder option if you're just using your CPU. So you can stick with that. And then for your bit rate, try to start it out at about 5,000 to 6,000. Don't set it to how high I have it. Don't do that. And if that's still not working for you, I don't know exactly what your bit rate is set to. So you do have a quad core. Awesome. So yeah, bit rate, start that out at about, I would say about the 6K, and then just so we can follow along here a little bit, it might give you the default of 2,500. That is very, not great quality, to be honest. So you want to go a little bit better than this. So I would try to start between 5,000, 6,000 here. And if this one isn't working, then just keep reducing it by intervals of 500 until you can get your issue to go away on your stream. With the frame droppage and the encoding overload. And then also keep this at very fast. You can, stupid audio, bro. You can make it run even faster if you turn up this preset here. So instead of it being set to default of very fast, you can set it to super fast or ultra fast. Again, not the greatest options because it makes your stream look pretty blotchy and blurry. So if you have this set up pretty high and then you have your bit rate set to 2,500 to 3,000, it can get really slow, or not slow. Thank you, Jay, for the super chat as well. I will be looking at your question here in a minute.
You really have to see it.
J_Fields 247 donated $5 through super chat. My OBS and Streamlabs doesn't recognize my Elgato 4KX. I'm able to use it on TikTok Live Studio, but it's echoing. I use the chat link cable.
Okay. I have some thoughts on that one. But yeah, for this question, thank you, Jay, for the initial super chat, brother. We will get to your question. I appreciate the additional $5 super chat.
J_Fields 247 donated $5 through super chat.
Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it.
Ended up plugging in my 3D Pulse headset via USB, and there's still an echo.
Yeah, that's a PS5 bug. We'll get into exactly what is echoing. If it's like your microphone, or if it's a team member's microphone, or if it's certain game audio, we'll get into it in a second. But yeah, just to finish up on this question. Yeah, keep reducing your bit rate. That's going to be the thing. And then the CPU should set it up to be a little bit faster. But again, your quality is going to take a hit if you do that. If it is still lagging at like 2,500, 2,000, then I think the next thing would be just closing out all the other apps that are on your computer. Making sure, one thing that I like to do, especially if I'm running into performance issues, which, I thought I was running into today anyways, or during the stream, you can see I'm in my task manager here, and I got to this by just right clicking on the, my bottom task bar here, where all my apps are sitting. Right click that, you can get to your task manager here, and this will show you if you have something that's totally eating up all of your CPU. And obviously OBS is for me right now, but in your case, this could even be higher since you're putting all the strain on the CPU to do all your encoding work. But yeah, you have a quad core, so you should be able to pull this off. I had a 2017 Mac, and I was still able to pull it off. And I was even streaming on that for a while on this YouTube channel. I was streaming games off of that Mac. It was a MacBook Pro, but I could still use that quad core processor. It wasn't great quality, but it did the job. It did the job, actually. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, so yeah, that's the first part of that. The other part of this is the internet side of things. So if you haven't already, go do an internet speed test. You can literally go on Google, type in speed test. We can do it together, my friend. We can do it together. You go here, type in speed test, and then you're gonna run the speed test. You can even do this one too by Ookla. Either one of those work. See how fast your upload speed is, not the download, upload speed. And dude, if it's there goes my audio again. If it's at least, I would say if you're getting at least 5, even 3 to 5, 3 is not really ideal. But if you can get at least 3 to 5 megabit per second upload, that's enough to stream with. Pending there isn't a whole bunch of other people on the internet with you pushing, anything that they shouldn't, that would slow you down. But yeah, that's enough. That's enough for you. And in that way, you can at least set your bit rate somewhere beneath that. Like, let's say it's 5 megabit per second, then your upload speed, you can just set it to like 3,500 and it should work. Even with the quad core processor, pending you don't have a whole bunch of other stuff running on a computer to slow you down. So yeah, dude, try that out. Let me know. You can even try it right now while I'm still live. I'll be here for a good while, pending my audio doesn't drive me insane. But yeah, you have to have it good on the OBS side of things before YouTube can say everything's peachy. And that's why YouTube's yelling at you with all the issues. We're gonna have to troubleshoot my audio, guys. I'm gonna destroy my computer in a second. Of course not, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you for the question. Thank you. And I appreciate the additional super chat. You didn't have to, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Oh my gosh, this audio. My poor ears, guys, and your poor ears. Now it's fixed. Thank you, software, for behaving. We're gonna see if my CPU shoots up when that happens. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. All right, Jay Fields, you are next, my friend. What you got for me? With the super chat as well. I appreciate you. All right. Jay Fields says, my OBS and Streamlabs doesn't recognize my Elgato 4KX. Wow, both don't recognize it. That is not good. I'm able to use it on TikTok Studio, but it's echoing. I use the chat link cable, cool. And then he said, ended up plugging in my 3D Pulse headset via USB, and there's still an echo. Okay, all right, well, let's tackle the first bit of your question. So OBS and Streamlabs doesn't recognize my Elgato 4KX. All right, I don't have all the context here, but I'm gonna assume that you're using a Mac or Windows PC and you're not using, something where you can't use OBS or Streamlabs. I'm gonna highly assume that right now. But yeah, that kind of context could help me too a little bit, just to know what computer setup you're using. But yeah, if it's not recognizing, I think the first thing that I would do is check all your cable connections. That's number one. Actually make sure that it's set up the way that it should be. And I have diagrams that I've kind of pooled on this stuff before. Because sometimes we just assume like, okay, yeah, it's set up. Maybe it's set up right, maybe it's not, but there's cases where that's not always true. And I've even made the mistake myself sometimes where I have the HDMI out or the HDMI, I'll say I have the HDMI out slot plugged in from the PS5 to the capture card. And if you have that sort of setup, you're gonna have nothing, you're gonna have black screen. The other bit to this is, HECP on PS5. You have to have that disabled too. If you have HECP turned on, then you're going to have issues, black screens. It should still be recognized. The computer should still recognize the 4KX, but you're going to have a glitchy screen if that's not fixed. So yeah, that's the first bit. I'm pulling up a diagram just so you can get a feel for how this should all be configured. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. I think it gives the story, the picture here. But what the heck? Okay, but basically, yeah, PS5, you want this to go to the HDMI in slot of the capture card, HDMI out to the monitor, TV, got all that, and then USB-C out to the computer. So you cannot mix match either of these, or you'll have it's not going to work. The capture card won't get recognized the way that it should. It should still show up, I would say, because you have your USB-C going to the computer, so it should still be recognized from that point. The other thing that I would probably do is make sure you get all of the Elgato software installed. So the one that you're going to mainly need is the 4K utility tool. So you can use that. That's a good way to see if it should be recognized. But again here, it should still be recognized because if you're using the 4KX, it's a UVC device, which means it's plug and play. You don't need firmware. You don't need special software to get it to work. So that also should not play a part here, really. But yeah, let's see if you had any follow-ups for me, like on your computer. Or Windows 2018 HP Core i5. Okay. And are you all up to date? Like, let's say like Windows wise, OBS wise, even drivers wise, but usually if you update your Windows, the driver should come along with that. And have you tried plugging it into another computer that you might have as well? And what were the results from that? Because that's another thing I do. If it's not showing up on one computer, can I mimic the same experience on another machine? So I can kind of compare the two to see, okay, what could be the issue between the two computers if it's showing up on one and not the other. But I find this to be a strange case, even for your 2018 computer, because again, 4KX is plug and play. You don't need any software whatsoever to use it. I mean, you do need software to actually, get the gameplay and stuff to come through, but you don't need to download anything separate to make it work. It's not like in the old days where, on Mac with I think it was the HD60, that thing definitely would not show up because it's not a UVC device. A nightmarish situation. Nightmarish, my friend. Nightmarish. So yeah, check. I do update. Might try my wife's. Yeah, I would try it. And if it's still not being recognized, then it could be a hardware issue. The capture card could have an issue itself. That's why I say test it on another computer, because if it's still not working, then it could be the hardware itself. So that's what I would do first regarding that situation. For the other side of this, you're talking about you're able to use it on TikTok Live Studio, but it's echoing. So that's another weird thing. How are you able to use the capture card on another app, but it's not coming through on like OBS or Streamlabs? That really makes no sense. So that makes me feel like it's not really a hardware issue if it's coming through on TikTok Live Studio. And then the echoing bit. What exactly is echoing? Is it your game audio? Is it your microphone audio? Is the game audio echoing through your headphones? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. For real. Yes, it's confusing. How could it be working in TikTok Studio but not the others? I think that's extremely strange. And what's for the audio? What is it? Is it your game audio, mic audio? What is echoing? Like, is it when you plug your headphones into the chat link cable, you're hearing an echo through the PlayStation? Because that definitely should not be. That definitely should not be, because you're getting audio from the PlayStation. That's like separate from the capture card. Yeah, let me know what audio. I see your question, Mortgage. Try not to spam the questions. I will go through the questions. Well, okay. It was a chat link. Then when I stopped using it, my viewers drop in and out because they said I have an echo. But what is the echo? Like, is it the game audio that's echoing out, or is it the microphone that's echoing? Let's assume it's the game audio for a second. Are you playing the game audio out anywhere? Because if you're playing anything out, it's gonna duplicate to your microphone. Like if you have your microphone, like it's gonna echo like crazy. Like if I started, I don't have a speaker connected, but I can make this stream echo really badly if I really wanted to. You guys would pull your ears out more than the robotic sound would make you pull it out. And there it's back. It's back. The audio, gotta love the voice mod, right? Voice mod audio, it's crazy. It's in like it's doing its own thing. But yeah, dude, don't play any audio out loud. That's usually the biggest culprit of echo. The other one would be maybe you have multiple audio sources going that you're picking up in your software. So you don't want, like, check your mixer and see where all your audio is going, or see what audio sources are coming out. Gosh, this audio is crazy. 2.0, 3.0. Dude, I'm using I don't think 2.0 versus 3.0 because Wave can support 2.0. Like, straight up, they can support 2.0. So that cable thing should not matter. But I mean, hey, we could try a new cable. We could try a different cable here. I got cables galore. I think it's a bad software issue though. But you never know. You never know these days. But Jay, does that help you a little bit? I'm not like right up on your setup, but those are the things that I would take a look at. No, it's crazy though. Like with my, I know my audio is breaking. With this audio, I've heard this sound before. I've had this issue before with this software. Whenever I was using Capture Card, but like Capture Card doesn't matter. The whole freaking thing, robotic, yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see here. The other thing I like to use if I want additional opinions on issues that I might have that come up for me, I will go to Reddit too, because there's a treasure trove of people that will complain about the same things you're complaining about. There, yeah, come back. Oh my. Yeah, this is gonna be a, I don't wanna have to troubleshoot the whole thing right now with you guys. This is gonna be a task to drill down where the issue is. Yeah, dude, I'd have to go through a whole laundry list of things to crack down where the issue is. All right. Thank you, 100 100T skip for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Elgato game capture would not recognize USB port. And now why is that? So your USB port's bad? Are you using a 2.0 instead of, oh, well, McDad just said the same thing. I thought he was talking about my mic issue, but yeah, no. Dude, yeah, 100%. That's the other thing here. You have to use a 3.0 or use a super speed connection. 2.0 will literally not work. Or if you're plugging into dongles, guys, don't do that. I was literally just plugging this mic into a dongle and the thing was not even, it just wouldn't even detect whatsoever. So don't use any adapters. Don't use none of that. Plug directly into the computer, guys. Always do that. Always plug directly into the computer. All right, so your 3.0 would not work. What about the cable? Are you using the cable that came with it? Because that also has to be a 3.0 cable or a super speed cable, not just the ports. So cables matter too. And again, no dongles in between. Direct connections. Even with this though, the device itself should still be visible. Like you should still be able to go into whatever streaming software you're using and actually see it. You should see the device, even if you get a black screen. You should still see it. And then, yeah, it's a funny thing. I've been there, man. I've been there with some of these setups. You got to have hardware and software working perfectly in sync together. Sometimes, like right now, something is, yes, CPU's fine for me when that happens. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be an annoying one to try to fix. Good old Wavelink. And I know it's the Wavelink software because I've had the issue. I've heard this sound before. I've heard it before, but a long time ago. And the fix before was adjusting the buffer. Yeah, adjusting the buffer size. I could try that again. Maybe that'll do something here. Okay. Nope, that made it worse. All right, we'll keep it there for now. Yeah, very, very annoying. The software might not be playing nicely with something else. Unplug and replay. I wish that would work. But hey, let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on a sec. Let's do it. I know that's not going to work because it's just a horrible software issue right now. I bet dude, this is why I just don't like updating some of my software half the time. Like I know something is working and I'm like, all right, okay, new updates. Let me go ahead and do it. And then I do it and something just doesn't work. It's working right now, but it's an off and on issue. So it's really annoying. But this is why I'm really hesitant to update something because I'll have a version. I have no issues with it. So what I might end up having to do for my issue I'm running through here is just go back a very old version of this wavelength software. The version that I know is working, and something from like a few months ago. And then it may work. Dude, it's going to keep coming back. I promise you, Mortgage Skill. It's going to keep coming back. It's not completely fixed. But I will help you as well. All right. Let's not talk about that. Actually, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. You guys want to see? You guys want to see? Oh boy. What the heck is the name of? Yes, Epoch Cam. There it is. All right, y'all want to see? Bro Geek Squad, don't play. Oh my lord. Okay. All right. Wait, is it? Maybe the unplug and replug thing might have helped temporarily. We'll see. All right. You want to see it? I know you want to see it, McDad. All right, y'all get to see it. All right. All right. Hopefully this works too. Nothing's been working today, so maybe this will work. Here we go. Mobile camera time. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. I'm like, maybe it'll just work. No. Nope, not at all. And this is goofy because we paid money for this app. And this is supposed to be an app where it's a simple, you put your two devices on the same network and you run the virtual camera and this should work. But, not in our case. That is too complicated. Camera. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Got to go to another app. I'm already using. No, Camera Hub's not going to work right now because this should work. This should work, dude. What a day. I sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. It is true. Hold on. I don't have your comment up there. Yes, sometimes it actually does. I've ran into the same issue using the Elgato capture cards before. And it's crazy. When you plug in everything right and it still doesn't work, you really kind of lose a bit of your sanity. But eventually, yeah, it turns on. I've only had that happen to really Elgato capture cards, which is strange. Very, very strange. We were using, was it my bad actually? I had freaking USB mode turned on for the mobile camera, guys. But honestly though, USB mode probably makes more sense. Oh, it's back! I knew that didn't fix the issue. I knew it. We're gonna keep troubleshooting that one, guys. I'll have it fixed by the next stream. I'll get it fixed. I know, right? Dude, it's a weird software issue. I've had the issue before, but the way that I fixed it last time is not fixing it this time. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my, That's not it. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see here. USB-C for real? I don't think I have any open USB. Oh wait, no, I do. All right, let's see if USB mode works on this thing, because Wi-Fi is not. Let's see how we fare this time. It still may not work. These things drive me nuts, man. But like, it's a testament to testing everything before you actually go live. I just wasn't really planning to.
PS5 controller to capture my party audio.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, this thing is not working, guys. This Epoch Cam, it's so hit or miss. I've had it work, plenty of times before. Duds today, man. Duds. USB mode and Wi-Fi mode, just complete dud. All right, what else we got? This has been one like ADHD stream, and I don't even have ADHD. Oh man, pure pain. All right, what do we got here? From Sabira. First off, thank you for the super chat. I do truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Their question is, will my Fifine interface and mic work with a chat link and a PS5 controller to capture my party audio? Which Fifine interface are we talking about? Are you talking about the one? I'll pull it up because I think I know which one you're talking about. And it just confirm yes or no if this is the mixer. All right, is it this one here? I'm curious. This bad boy? Oh my God, this audio is gonna drive me bonkers, dude. Yeah, actually I own this one. Oh, this audio is just so rough, baby. Thanks, Wavelink. Thanks for your great software. Thanks for your fantastic software. All right. Yeah. So for this, actually, ideally, it would be good to use the chat link. And the reason why I say that, I will flip back over here. Well, actually, no, we'll keep it over there. Reason why I say that is because you look at this little port here. You see that little right above me, line in? So that's actually what you would put the chat link cable into. So you'd have one end of that coming from the capture card, and then you'd be pulling that into the line in of this device. You just need to enable the analog part of this on your capture card through the software. So yeah, it can work like that. Works pretty good. And you can actually listen to it through this device instead of using, let's say, your headphones plugged directly into the chat link. So it's just another option. And it works. It's pretty nice. I actually was able to use the Camo Studio app on my iPad. And this worked pretty well with it. And ideally, if you're going to use this mixer and you're going to listen to your audio, HDMI wouldn't actually work out that well here for you because there's no other way. You don't have an HDMI input option on this device. If it did, that would be a little bit different, or if you were pulling audio from the computer, but you're doing line in here. Oh my God, this audio. Yeah, you're doing line in here. So that's where you can plug in the capture card, audio wise, and it'll pull through. And I've done this for myself. I've actually used this. I have the mixer in my back closet. It's really nice, and I'm not going to get rid of it. I have multiple other boxes here. I actually just need to inventory because I need to start selling some things. I've accumulated a little bit too much stuff over the years, so I gotta start getting rid of some of this tech. Maybe I'll open it up to you guys if you're interested in getting any of this tech that I just don't have a big use for it anymore. But yeah, we can talk about that. But yeah, dude, it's Severe. It's really cool. You can easily plug in your headset right here. Not your headset, but your Elgato capture card. And then the microphone would need to be an XLR microphone here. So that's where you would plug in that on the far right hand side. And then your headset, you can plug that into the line out here that you see me hovering across. And that way you can listen to all your audio coming through, the mixer. You can even pass it to a computer if it has a line in port. And that way you can control your audio even more finely if you want to. And so you'd have your mixer plus any other audio. So I like this mixer. It's probably my favorite budget mixer out there. I'm surprised you guys are powering through this rough audio stream right now. Props to you guys. You guys are amazing. But yeah, hopefully that helps answer your question. Yeah, you have a $40 budget, $40 cap. Yeah, the cheap capture card actually works. That I showed, or that is in my store here. This one here, and again, you guys don't need to buy anything from this store, but it's just like this capture card is $20 right now. I mean, it doesn't really get better than that. $20. This is like my budget list here that you guys can check out. I will throw it in the chat. But these are all of my top budget recommendations. So if you guys are like, oh man, I don't have a good budget, I don't have a lot of money to spend on a setup, these are my top recommendations for gear that you can get for a stream setup. And that mixer is part of there, and the capture card here is too. And luckily with this, the capture card is it'll automatically switch to the line out of its device without you having to switch anything in software, which I freaking love. Oh my god, this freaking audio, dude. Oh my lord. The 5 what was that? That was like with the microphone stand, like $51. But you can get the mic by itself too. All right, now it's persisting, guys. This is insane. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's getting worse and worse and worse. My CPU has been like the same too. Like nothing is spiking there. Holy cow, man. Insane. Yeah, you can stream off a $200 laptop or $300. My bad. $300. Yes, I actually bought that laptop for myself. I did a recent video on it. It's called like the ultimate budget stream setup. But yeah, I took it out. What was it? It was in like Windows 11 S mode. It was in S mode. I took it out of that. And then I was able to get OBS installed on it. And just using the CPU, it performed. It performed like fine. You should check out that video. It's good. But yeah, that $300 laptop can work. The Acer Aspire 3. I know. Yeah, the Fine mic is really good. That's a very good one. It's both XLR and USB. So like, bro, you can't go wrong. You get the best of both worlds. My computer hates me. Guys, my computer hates me. No, the software hates me. It's not my computer. My computer's run perfectly freaking fine. This software that I didn't think it'd be a problem. I just let it go. I'm like, maybe it's fine. No, it's not fine. Not fine at all. Yeah, my audio is cooked, guys. My audio is cooked. See, now it's fine. It's fine now. We all know you have that $51 mic in your closet. Go get it. I mean, should I just like can this mic right now? Because like I like this, I could totally revamp the setup just for like a temporary thing, but I don't know, man. Oh man. Like switching out the mic proves everything that it was the software problem. Oh, I'm just, it's like abandoning ship almost. You're really gonna make me go up there and get that microphone. I mean, wouldn't that be the worst thing to do in the world? Oh. All right. Sorry, my alerts are off there for a sec because those were glitching. He's about to get that mic. All right. Who thinks I should go get this mic? Y'all think I should go get the mic? And then we'll see if the crackling was stop. I know it will. I would bet a lot on it. I'm not even a betting man, but I'd bet a lot on this one. Yeah, it's a crack. It's a software issue. I need to like downgrade. What if we try that first? What if we try my theory? And unless I need to restart the computer to have certain settings take place, which could be true too. That could be very true. I don't know. Your headphones are totally broken, Anonymous. You got to get some new headphones. Totally broken. Oh my God. Losing all of my marbles. Literally be trying to catch all my marbles. He said, I like the way you set up all your devices step by step. You explain everything so perfectly. So for that, I was able to subscribe and like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Metal. Thank you. You are awesome. What is the Target North capture card? I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't like skip any people's super chats. Yeah. Oh, and just to clarify on yours, it'd be PS5 controller, chat link into the Fi-Fi mixer, and then headphones into the mixer from there. That's how you could get that work. Yeah, that's probably the best way to make that one work, honestly. That way you have a route to where you're taking your audio, and then the capture card is strictly, and I probably wasn't clear enough on this one. Capture card is strictly for the video, and your audio would be from the mixer, and then your audio is coming from the controller using the chat link cable. Oh my God, this audio is going to drive me up the walls. All right. I've had it. I'm going to see if we can downgrade this. I don't think that'll fix it, though, if I have to. I may have to restart. Could restarting on the new this work? I'm not confident right now. I can't. I had to pause that. On. Man, that's crazy. All right, that's better again. Whew. Jeez. Yeah. Let's try. Let's try it. I don't think this is it, but I was gonna say try a different cable, but that's not gonna be it, guys. It's not gonna be it. Because this is a brand new cable, so it doesn't matter. It's USB 2.0 is 2.0. Cables is not it. I'm trying to remember which wavelength version I was on before. I skipped you? Where are you? This mic's got me distracted. Where's your question again? You can throw it in. Go get the mic. Go get the mic. I mean, dude, this is so bad. So I think I'm gonna do it. We'll just go without music, all right? We're gonna have a nice quiet stream. Actually, I can still pipe music through if I want to, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and then we'll troubleshoot later. I'll troubleshoot after the stream's over. Because I can't take it! See. I got it. I wasn't bluffing. Okay. Whoops. You just knew, man. I don't know. Dude. This is so incredibly goofy. But hey, you guys are gonna see what the mic I recommended on my Amazon page actually sounds like. So let's do it. You must have been snooping around my house, dude, to know that it was in my closet. Bro, what the heck? It's making like a loud tenny sound. I think my computer's just ready to explode. Even though it's not under any sort of significant strain. All right. Let's, what the hell? This is why I'm building a new computer. All right, let's add. Let's add this in, and then I'll have to mute the other audio source. What's up, Pixel P Gaming? I see you. Fix your own setup before you fix ours. You're absolutely right about that. Dude, that's hilarious. My setup is broken. That's why. Cooked, guys. Everything's good right now. Look, see, everything's fine. Now it's not. All right, this should be it. We're on this little microphone here. He's a little good guy. Can mute him. No, that doesn't work. Weird. I'm about to watch my own tutorial. I'm just like, yo, Mortgage, I love your comment there, dude. I love that comment. I'm not gonna show up on stream. We might get demonetized here. But yeah, I mean, hey, now it's working. How does this audio even sound? I don't know. Like, hold on a sec. Because we're on the fly here, so I just plugged it in. Oh wait, no. Hold on. Okay, all right, guys. We're chilling. We're back. All right. This is what the microphone actually sounds like. He's watching his tutorial. Yo, what a roast session today. I set myself up for it, so it's all right. Alrighty. So we're good now, for the most part. I'm gonna keep increasing the gain here a little bit so I can be heard a little bit better. Not press the mute button on the back. I'm just gonna go this way for right now. All right, that's better. I'm low, bro. All right, I'll make myself higher. How's that? There, it's higher now. I need this to be like closer. Like this. Okay, well, at least, this is better. This is much better, right? Definitely an on-the-fly scenario here. But it's working. It's working now. I'm just gonna roll like this, all right? As long as the audio's good, hey, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'd rather it run like this, and then I'll fix my broken microphone over here later. Sounds excellent. See, look at what you guys can get literally for so cheap. And what's on my page is just like the mic plus the stand, but you guys could just get the mic. You guys could just get the mic. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that, Anonymous. Don't do that to us. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I kind of want my music back, though. I'm not going to lie. I need my jams. I can't live without my jams. Look at that. We fixed our broken stream by just removing devices and adding new devices that actually work. What a surprise. I just kind of want my jams back. I need my jams back. We got to have that. And then we're chilling. So let's do a quickie here. A quick source ad. And then I'll review your question, my friend, because I don't want to leave you hanging. I ain't that, not cool. Oh, where is this thinking at? There it is. Spotify Premium. We'll see if this works. All right. Oh my God, your poor ears. Yeah, okay. All right, there you guys go. You guys can hear some jams now, and we can vibe for a little bit longer tonight, as my sanity is saved. After all those hours, I just should have just done this the whole time. But I didn't. I was stubborn. I was very, very stubborn. Where's... All right, there we go. That was not plugged in. Like, why do I hear audio? All right, looking good. Looking good. Okay. I fixed my broken stream. Let me fix yours now. Hey, sometimes you have to do this stuff on the fly. What the... Music's loud for me. Alrighty, we're chilling. All right, let me do your question. I know you've spammed it like a lot of times, but my bad for not actually looking at it. Hey, dude, you came in you clutch once. No, you were good, dude. You're good. No, good suggestion. I was stubborn. I was like, I want to make this microphone work because I like this part of the setup. But look at that. We're using a microphone that's like 1/5 of the cost, and it's working better. All right. Yo, my bit rate is 8,000. My upload speed is 19.10 megabit per second. Pretty good. When I stream on my new PC, the game streams but feels wicked heavy. When I stream on my old Inspiron, there's no lag. I can include specs if needed. Yeah, specs would be nice for both. Where's the mic? Where's the broken mic? This is the broken mic. I'm putting that to the side. Let's still go to wave 3. It has failed me heavily today. It has not failed me this hard for a couple years. And that's my favorite. That's my go-to mic. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Yeah, like what are the specs that we're working with here? And are you streaming to Twitch or YouTube? Not that it should matter too much. Well, actually, for Twitch, it does matter because they have a cap at 6,000. So you can't do over that anyways. But that would only affect the Twitch side of things. And then by wicked heavy, you mean like just like super slow, I'm assuming? Like when like the game that you're playing, because it sounds like you're trying to game and stream on the same computer. And there's always going to be a bit of a hit depending on the quality that you're playing your game in and what you have your stream settings to. All right, so new PC spec, iBuyPower Y40 Pro, Black Gaming PC desktop, Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. That's monster CPU. Okay, man, you went all out there. AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT 16GB GPU, solid 13GB of DDR5 RAM, 2TB NVMe SSD, Windows 11. Yeah, really good, beast computer. And your movement feels heavy, and then you're all up to date on your drivers too, for like your graphics card. Yeah, dude, that's actually exactly what I'm using right now for the stream. Is a 2060. I'm using a 2060 right now, but I have something. Should I spoil this? I don't know if I should spoil this. I have something very fun I'm going to be playing around with very soon. That'd be really fun to play around with. I'm building something special. Play mobile, so HDMI to USB-C, and play on Red Magic Pro. Okay. And so your movement feels heavy in the game, but you're not. Okay, I'm trying to just get some clarity here. So I was kind of under the impression that you were streaming on your gaming on the computer that you were streaming on, not using a separate device for your streaming or for your gaming. Sorry, for your gaming. Like I thought you were using the same one. Like your mobile game shouldn't be affected because you're using two different devices to do the two different tasks. So I'm trying to get an idea here. HDMI to USB-C, and yeah. And then you're saying when you're not streaming, your gaming session on your phone is fine? Tondik's in the house. What's up, my friend? You missed a disaster first half of a stream. Disastrous stream. Ugh. I'm going to fix it, though. We're going to fix that issue. Dude, you're telling me you're absolutely... It is what it is. We have the tools to make things right, though. All right, everything's updated for you, Mortgage. Okay, good. I mean, like, trying to think this one through a little bit, because I don't think I've ever run into a scenario where the phone would be slow and you're streaming on another device. And I'm basing this off of I had like a prior experience using I have a Xiaomi. I have a Xiaomi Android phone somewhere around here. But I remember when I tried using that to record and play off of, that's when it would slow down. But if I just plugged it directly to the computer, I use the computer to do all the tasks. That's where all the processing is going onto the computer. So I can't see how it'd be heavy. Unless you're doing some sort of screen mirroring of some sort. What is in between here? What is in between? What? Because if you're using a separate app, to actually showcase on the computer, then I could see how that could get heavy, because then you are doing some sort of processing on the phone. Yeah, man, and have no issues when streaming on my regular work computer. So you're saying, based off of the computer you're using, your phone gets laggy. That is strange. That is a little bit strange. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. It almost doesn't even make sense. For real, that's a strange. Yeah, I've been there, dude. I've been there. Buy all this stuff and it lags and you have to replace stuff. It doesn't work right. Sorry, I was muted for a second. Yeah. And Prism app on the phone. Are you mirroring? Are you actually mirroring out? Because I find that just so crazy. If you're all up to date and your phone is lagging, on a newer build that's not even doing the encoding work. But that, yeah, Ronak, that's if his, I've actually never seen a mobile cooler before. They make these? Mobile cooler? I'm thinking like, hey, you'll have your phone like on a stand and you can just have some air blowing at it and it'll make it cooler or something. But a mobile cooler? That one's interesting. I want to answer this question real quick from Anaz. I want to buy a mixer for my HyperX Quadcast. Can you suggest me any? So HyperX Quadcast, that's going to connect via USB. So they're not going to be using an XLR. I mean, I have a favorite mixer, but it is very, very expensive. And then the one I do recommend, it takes an XLR connection. So it kind of like counts out quite a bit of mixers, I guess. Let me take another look-see here. I don't think I have any other mixers that I recommend. Well, actually, there's one. And you're going to be like, no way, based off of the experience of this stream. I wouldn't say it's like a full mixer, but it basically acts as a mixer. But you can get the Elgato Stream, what's it, Stream Deck Plus, I think it is called. Yes, it is the Elgato Stream Deck Plus. Is this bad boy? So with this, you would get access to the Wavelink software that I've been literally pulling my hair out tonight about. So I mean, in good faith, I guess most people don't have issues. For some reason, I'm just having issues tonight, and I've never had this audio issue ever with this computer setup that I'm running. But I would say like, hey, 95% of the time, or probably most of the cases, you're going to be fine. Just if you run into like software issues, you're going to have to troubleshoot them. You're going to have to either roll back to the old version of the software that actually works, or reach out to Elgato support. And luckily the support is really good. Like if this keeps happening for me, I'll have to reach out to them again and then send them clips of what's happening, because some things you just can't figure out on your own. If it's software issues, software bugs, or software like special software circumstances that will need to have special intervention for your particular computer. But all that being said, this is a pretty good option, and you can use USB mics with it, which is really, really cool. And you'll get the whole Wavelink software, which I've been complaining about all night, but it's really cool. And you'll get all those nice mixing kind of features, and plus the Stream Deck features too. So it's really cool. It's like an all-in-one device. So take that for what it's worth. I don't think I'd recommend any others for a mixer in my head right now. There is the Fifine one, but you need a XLR mic for that. And I think there was a question earlier about would I recommend getting a USB or an XLR microphone. I would say get one that offers both, because it gives you versatility, which is why I'm using one here. I have a USB option, but I could use an XLR input if I wanted to. So this one is great for offering both. Another one that is good to get is the Rode PodMic USB. That also has dual, but it's dual inputs like this one, but it's a lot more. It's like $200. So I mean, most people you need to spend that much. Like, listen to my audio here. What do you guys think of the quality? Like, it's probably fine. So you don't need to spend $200 on something like this, even though it's really cool. You even get better quality audio. But yeah, it's probably not worth spending all that money right now for something like this, but it's really dope because it offers the both USB and XLR. So yeah, good question. But that's where I'm at with that one. But you can see my hesitation within myself. All right, let me go back to your question, Mortgage. Then I'll run through yours, and then I want to touch on some other folks' question too. Yeah, dude, like this is a strange issue because I don't understand why your computer would slow down your phone. Like it doesn't even make sense. Like I don't want to like say, oh, you have a virus, but that sounds so shaky. Like you have your phone plugged in and all of a sudden it's slowing down. Is it only when streaming too? Like if you're not streaming, do you have performance issues? I wonder. I'm wondering on that one too. I would say probably the best looking stream overlays you can get are from Owned. Yeah, owned.tv. Yeah, owned.tv. So if you go to their site, I think I also have a link in the description. But you guys can go check them out. They're pretty solid. They're pretty good. Really nice overlays. And yeah, I'd say they're pretty affordable too. So yeah, definitely recommend checking them out. Owned.tv overlays. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. This is just a head scratcher. I just have not run into an issue where your computer slows down the phone. Like I could see it if you're mirroring, and then that could slow it down a little bit, but it should the results should be the same no matter what computer you're using because your phone is doing some level of processing. You're not the computer forcing the phone to do processing unless it's pulling. Like that's just extremely weird. Extremely weird. I wish I had a better answer for that one. I just have not run into that issue. Yo, what's good, Creighton? Good to see you, brother. How are things? This is my my right hand tech help representative, Creighton. I want to know from you, Creighton. Have you ever seen this one? Have you seen it where like for his issue he's trying to stream his phone games, but he's using his computer to do the stream encoding and processing, but for some reason it's slowing his phone down. It's a strange one. It's a strange issue that I have not seen ever. Good to see you, Big Mike. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you for stopping by. Big Mike has been a long time viewer of the stream as well. Been around here for a minute. Yeah, sure. SM7B. Yeah, that is a B7 mic. That's like, I guess that's still like the golden standard, the mic people use. Like for best in class. Yeah, it's an excellent microphone. What other questions we got, guys? What other questions we got? No performance issue when I use the iPad though. So weird. Yeah, that is strange. So it's like the phone. Man. Android these days. Yeah, that is odd, dude. Something just doesn't sound right with that. Like I would see, I don't know. Like very weird. Very, very, very weird. So Creighton says, strange could be how he set up everything, but there could be a way to fix it. Yeah, I always feel like there's a way to fix it. Sometimes I just need to like have my hands on these things to actually, see if I can fix the issues. Like I need my hands on it for myself because that one's very intricate. Game update. But he said he's using other devices and it still works for him. I mean, still like he has issues. The other devices work better. That's what I'm trying to say. The other devices work better. Newest streaming only. Been streaming a handful of months. Will love if you could rate my page. Well, that will be for a channel review streams, which we will do. My plan is to do it this weekend. Those are always like crazy long streams, and I got to fix my my broken stream so that I can do that stream effectively the way I want to do it. And I mean, I could use this mic again for that situation, but I like using the Wavelength software. So, but yeah, dude, come around this weekend. I plan to do it. It'll be a fun time. And then we'll be rating pages. Yeah, come on through, Way Too Elite. Come on through. Could be his phone is almost full with full storage can cause issues for sure. Especially if your phone is not very like fast. I've noticed that for sure. I've had that issue. Or like a lot of background apps running too. That could cause issues. Got to close out all of those apps, man. What's up, Game Life 44? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping back through. I know you guys will be there. I'm going to try to like get that one at least scheduled up so you guys know it's coming, because I know people hate like, oh, I didn't know it was coming. I missed a stream. Like, oh, I'm sorry. All right, what other issues are we having? I would hope a 4050 graphics card would do you well. I'm happy to hear it though. Yeah, sometimes you just need that equipment upgrade and things start working better. But it is worthwhile to invest in good hardware, because when you're trying to, make something work off of a small budget, you're going to be really bottlenecked. But luckily, a lot of the newer hardware coming out today, even like the budget gear, it's really solid, so you guys can get away with it. That's why I have that $300 laptop on my budget page on my Amazon shop, and it actually works, and it works really well. I tested it for myself. Chill with the AV1 stuff, my mans. Yeah, AV1 is good, but like for most people's setups, like, dude, it's a lag fest. So I know it's good, but for my recommendations, most often for most people, the quality differences are not huge enough for the performance hit that you can potentially take trying to do AV1. So that's why I just do like X264 option software encoder. If you only have the CPU, AV1 would definitely blow up your only CPU build. And then, NVEC, the NVEC encoder, also H.264 for if you have a dedicated graphics card from NVIDIA, that is. And AMD has something similar. It's like the same sort of formatting for what that's called, but yeah. Ink Killer, oh my god, bro, dude, how you been, bro? I miss you. We had fun days playing Rocket League on stream. That was a good time. I will never forget you. You are my mans. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a long while. Been a long while. How are you? You've been watching my videos for a minute. First time on stream. Yeah, we do these streams every so often. I'm trying to do a little bit more of them. I may dial back the videos a smidge just to be able to do more streams, but we'll see how things evolve. Busy times, but I like doing these streams. I like chatting with you guys and trying to help you any way that I can. Is it possible to stream on Xbox and use my phone as a webcam? Not directly with the Xbox. You can plug in like a regular USB 2.0 webcam, though, but not your phone. You can't use that as a camera on the Xbox. Like you need to plug in something, a dedicated camera device via USB. Not recently. I haven't talked to Cameron in a minute. And for context, guys, I used to play with some of these guys on stream a while ago, but yeah, we can chat off stream, bro. We can chat. But yeah, I've chatted with Cameron. He still comes through. What else we got here?
Can you help with audio delay while using EVGA XR1 Lite with OBS PC specs? Yep. So yeah, how far off is your audio? I guess this is something you can also play around with. What I will show you to help with your delay issues is if you go to your mixer. What the heck? I can't even. Yeah, here we go. For OBS, there should be a sync offset time. So I think this is in what, milliseconds or something? Yeah, milliseconds. So what, 1,000 milliseconds equals a second, right? So if you're off by 2 seconds, you're going to want to put in 2,000 here. So this is going to be you're going to have to play around with this a little bit until you get the sync right. But yeah, you're going to want to go into your advanced audio settings, whether in Streamlabs or in OBS, and plop that in right here. And just keep tweaking it until your audio is in sync. Now, if you had problems like me long ago with capture cards that like to make themselves unsync, kind of like what you're explaining here in your example, then throw it in the garbage. No. But for real, try this first. For my case, what I'm referring to is I used to use the HE60. Yeah, the HE60. Yeah, I believe. Was it the Elgato HE60 or the HE60X? Man, it's been a while. That was a while ago. It might have been the HE60X. No, not the X. S. The Elgato HE60S was one of the first capture cards I could work on Mac. And when I tried streaming using that, and I used this offset sync, and it worked for a little bit. But then, like, the capture card's so terrible with the Mac, the audio just swung off even further. Like, it was horrible. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you. If it does, then it could be like a performance issue on the computer, which I don't think that should really be the case because you have reading your specs here. You have a pretty good computer. You got enough RAM. That's 16 gigs is good, solid. i5. As long as it's like one of the newer i5s, it's probably a quad core, so you're good there. And in a 1060 isn't the greatest of GPUs. Like it's just a bit older. Really, you'd want like a 2060 or better. But I mean, you can get away with it. You can try to put, you can tweak your settings to use the GPU, kind of like what I was talking about just a few minutes ago with setting your graphics card. I can show you guys if probably better to show you than to just talk it through here. But yeah, in the settings, you'll have an option to set the your NVENC H.264 encoder. That's what I would go with here. There's a new one here. I don't know what the freaking difference is between the old one and the new one, but whatever. This is what happens when you update your graphics card drivers. Some weird stuff happens. But yeah, I always recommend for most people, you'll be fine. You'll have the easiest time, and you'll still have good footage using NVIDIA or whatever graphics card you have using the H.264 encoder option, which in your case, you could try that with the 1060. I can't really promise how good the performance would be there just because, that's not really the best recommended graphics card for, putting encoding of streams and recordings on, but you can give it a shot, see how it works. And if that doesn't work, you can use a software encoder and see how that goes. And then have your bit rate. I would set it to like 6,000 for starters. And if you're still experiencing issues, just keep knocking it down by intervals of 500 until you have a better situation going for yourself. But hopefully the capture card isn't tweaking out itself, causing it to off sync its audio. Hopefully it's like it like, just for example, if it's 2 seconds, you can set your offset to 2,000 milliseconds and you're fine. But if it unsyncs itself slowly, more and more and more, you're going to have to, I would just get rid of the card because that stuff is super frustrating. I know that's not what everyone wants to hear or anyone wants to hear, but God, I the struggle would be too real. And there's honestly better, cheaper capture cards you can get that are not gonna break the bank. One that I recommend is the Ribozen capture card. It's literally $20 right now. I also have it linked in the description on my Amazon shop. You guys don't have to use the Amazon shop, but I have a whole bunch of stuff here. And this capture card here, $20, and you can get similar results that you're getting out of the that light EVGA capture card. So something to think about. You don't have to break the bank on some of these on this stuff. You really, really don't. It's I prefer you don't. Yeah, 6,000 is good, but if your guy's computer can handle it, go for like 10,000 plus. Like, I was holding back for so long, and then I realized I can get ridiculously nice footage just by cranking up my bitrate even more. Just crank that ish up, like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Once you get kind of past the 40, 50K mark, you're not going to see returnable results that much. But all you're going to get is a massive file size. I wouldn't go that far, but hey. It is all good. Yeah, no problem at all. Give it a shot. Try that offset sync. Let me know how it goes. What is the best starter laptop for streaming? I also have that in the description. You guys can check it out if you go to the page. And I try to make this just so it's a little bit easier for you guys to find some of this stuff, instead of me like linking every single thing individually. So if you go here, I have it right here next to the capture cards. Like this laptop here, Acer Aspire 3. I bought this for myself, and I tested it for a video, which I can link to you guys if you'd like. But I used it. I took it out of Windows 11 S mode, so I could get OBS. So it's just regular Windows 11 home or whatever. And it worked. I got really solid footage out of it. I obviously had to tweak the settings a little bit, which are in the video that I made. Can't recall the exact settings off the top of my head. We can look at the video. I can tell you, but this laptop absolutely worked. And I know it's surprising. A $300 laptop, you can stream and record. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, you can on this device. I wouldn't have a bunch of other background tasks going at the same time. We're having a ton of overlays using this computer. But if you need face cam, gameplay, and maybe alerts, this thing does the job. And I know that for a fact because I used it myself. And it was so good that I gave it to my mother so that she could have a new computer for herself. Because she had like a old Toshiba. Yeah, she had a really old Toshiba, and that thing was absolutely breaking down on her. It was really, really slow. And now this computer is like lights out for her. It's like all she needs. It's like perfect. So I'm happy with this computer, and I believe it either has a 4 or 6 cores on it. Let me confirm because I just can't recall off the top of my head. We can just look up the CPU as well here. Here it is. And this is an exercise that I recommend a lot of you guys do, just so you know exactly what you're getting. Now look at that. AI is helping us out a little bit here. Does it tell us how many cores? I know it has at least quad cores because I tested. I'm just trying to remember it has 4 cores. So it's 4 cores, 8 threads. This is a solid CPU, and it'll work for streaming and recording. Is it the best thing you can get? No, it's not the best. But if you want the best you can get on a very small, tight budget, this is really good. Thank you for sharing the link, Creighton. Appreciate it. How's Ospot face cam? Like the webcam, right? I mean, it's good. I don't like use it that much, if at all, really. I mean, they gave it to me to like do a video, and then I did it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not really using this webcam because I have my own camera here that I'm using right now on this rig. So I just don't have a big need for it. but it's good. You know, it's a fine camera. I think I don't know. I kind of give the edge to Insta360 a little bit. It's because you can get like a 3-axis gimbal if you want it. But now the newer Insta360 cameras that they actually sent to me, they released one on a 2-axis gimbal, and then the other one was like stationary, like it just is on top of a magnet. So both of the cameras, they're very neck and neck to me, Insta360 and OpSpot. But I think they're a little bit on the expensive side, in my opinion. So that's why I gave Insta360 Link praise when they released their webcam that just has it's stationary. You just put it on a magnet and that's it. I think it's like $150 or something like that. It's, you know, you're not spending $250, $300, because then like how many people are actually using a gimbal? I wouldn't say a ton. OpSpot also sent me their Tail Air, and that thing is like that's a very expensive camera. It's like $500 or something. I'm like, sure, send it. I guess send it to me. Yeah, it started at $500. That's absolutely crazy. I mean, I can't in good faith really recommend this to anybody because it's too much. Like if you want like a very unique special setup, maybe to where you have a camera wireless or kind of not really totally wireless, but you could have this camera just plugged in somewhere and you can connect to it wirelessly from your computer to like get a nice different angle. Like I could set that like in the corner of the studio here and have a nice full studio shot, which maybe that's a cool idea. But yeah, a little bit too expensive, I think, for most people. A little bit overkill, in my honest opinion. Monthly, yeah, dude. For real, man. Big Mike, it's expensive out here. Crazy, dude. Crazy. I'm with you on that one. Happy to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Your PC's cheaper than the $300 one that I showed. Do you have like a gaming, not a gaming, but like a mini PC or something like that? Because the mini PCs are actually like cracked. Like they're really good. They're really good. Yes, spin the check. Spin the check. Yes, yes, yes. Rack it up. Yeah, what's everybody's rigs? Like, what are you guys all using? Let me know in the chat. Because I'm going to be building my own rig here pretty soon. You guys heard it here first. And here's the proof. I already flashed this up on screen, but I got a graphics card. I got a PC case here, a motherboard, cooler. Like, bro, we're ready to go. This is what we're gonna be playing with soon. I'm excited. We're obviously gonna do a video of me putting the entire setup together. But what are you guys running with in the chat here? You guys will see all the parts sometime later. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to build a PC. Oh yeah, it's gonna smell great. It's gonna smell great. I'm pumped to join the PC force a little bit here. I'm not gonna abandon the PlayStation side of things, but gotta see what's up. A Chromebook. Chromebooks are very limiting, my friend. I would not advise having a Chromebook for trying to stream or anything like that. But hey, I asked you what your setups were, but that's what you got. But yeah, dude, Chromebooks are like handcuffs. Like you're in a box within Linux, basically. Crazy. Like here's the guardrails. You can't do anything. Oh, the horror. You have an MSI thin GF63. 144 hertz gaming laptop. Oh, nice. 4050. Decent and very, very decent. Actually pretty solid, honestly. Good amount of RAM. SSD. All right. All right. Nice. Now, one thing you guys should know, and one thing I've learned recently after kind of going through the whole exercise of buying PC parts, especially when it comes to graphics cards, you're going to get less performance from that card if it's squished down into a laptop, because they're reducing the form factor size, so you're not getting the maximum amount of performance that you could possibly get out of the full size graphics card. Because I was always wondering, like why not get a smaller form factor PC, whether it be a laptop or mini PC with like similar specs, but those graphics cards, those PC parts are different than what you would get out of a full-on big tower setup. So you are going to get some performance differences there. I would say probably not like massive, depending on what you're doing. Maybe if you're playing GTA 6, you'd see the difference whenever we get that game, right? But yeah. Midnight Man's building a PC before GTA 6 gets released. That's like unheard of. Like, how is that even happening right now? Thank you guys for almost 100 likes on the stream. We got 5 more likes to go, 4 more likes to go. Who wants to be that 100th like? Come on now, guys. I appreciate you. We had a rough early part of the stream, but now I'm like, I'm not distracted. Yeah, M4 Mac Mini, solid. I'm actually releasing a video tomorrow, guys, on the M4 Mac Mini with the Astro A50X headset, which I know a lot of you guys have been requesting. Members got it early, which is why those complaining in the Discord that they can't watch the video, that is why members get to see it, but you guys all get to see it tomorrow. Crazy setup, man. Crazy setup. But the Mac Mini's a beast. Love the Mac Mini. Very good computer. Keep up the hustle, my friend, and come back for the channel reviews later this weekend. We're gonna do it. I may do it like at a different time. Thank you guys for 100 likes. You guys are amazing. I appreciate y'all. For real. But we will be streaming again in another couple days, but doing channel reviews, and I will fix my horrible microphone setup. Hopefully by then. We will see. Either it gets fixed or a hammer goes to my computer because frustration. What's up, Redhead Gamer? Welcome. Good to see you. Hello. What GPU should you pair with your Ryzen 3? I don't know what your budget is, or what you can maybe get access to. I like the 2060. It's good. You can probably get it for a good price. Probably use it at this point. But yeah, I like the 2060. It's a good graphics card. Doesn't break the bank. You can pretty much pair it with whatever. The processor you have there is a little bit on the lower end for sure, but yeah, you can use like some older GPU parts. Get something decent. Get something decent. You have a $7,000 PC. It's a beast. MSI GeForce RTX 5090. What? I know you didn't pay market price for that 5090. Oh my God, dude. Crazy. Insane. You are absolutely insane. What's up, Insane Gamer Kid? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I try. We try. We may not have every single answer in the book, but as I continue to learn, I continue to share that knowledge with you guys. So that's what I'm here for. We've been doing this for a while too, so it's definitely fulfilling, I'll say, to help you guys out. I love seeing it when your setups work, when you're growing the way that you want to grow with your own communities. That's fulfilling for me, and I love seeing you guys succeed. So keep it up. And I'm here to help along the way. As much as I can. All right, I got your question. I found it. When I live stream on my Xbox through Twitch or Xbox Cloud, okay, cloud game on OBS through Twitch, my stream is lagging. The game and audio is not in sync. Oh boy. Yeah, it's always a struggling case, but one that is possible to get through. Not sure on the specs of your computer, but let's see. If you are streaming, yeah, you are using OBS. Okay, I think I know what setup you're running now. Okay, I get it. So yeah, you're using like a remote play, or if you're using the cloud feature, that it obviously plays on your computer, but there's some level of graphical processing that's happening there. Plus, you're trying to stream it at the same time, so your computer is probably experiencing some sort of a bottleneck between these two parts. So the first piece, I mean, can you do your playing of the game? Can you like do your Xbox Cloud gaming? Can you do that, without issue on the computer? And then when you add in the stream, okay, you start experiencing issues, but where's your settings at for your computer? Because if your computer is running high CPU, that's going to cause audio to unsync. So before we start even tweaking with like audio fixing issues, I would try to fix the cause of the slowdown. Let's see if he had some other points here. Yeah, and the cause of your slowdown is because you're running, you're trying to stream and play your game on the computer at the same time. Even if, most of the processing of the game is happening elsewhere because it's, you're doing cloud gaming, so you're not putting all the strain on your computer. But still, there is some level of processing that has to happen on your computer for you to play it at the same time. So I would say you're going to have to tweak your settings in OBS. I would keep knocking down your bitrate by intervals of 500. That's like one of my go-to fixes if I'm having issues with bitrate, or if I'm having stream encoding issues, is knocking that down. And if you're still experiencing issues, you're going to have to possibly knock down, the FPS that you're outputting. So if you're doing like 1080p 60, well, you might want to try 1080p 30 instead. You're still having issues, you might want to try 720p 60. And you're still having issues 720p 30. But like the 720p range is something you don't really want to hang around in, because it's like, that's just like not a, it's not a standard resolution a lot of people are using. Like 1080p 60s, especially for gaming content, is going to be your standard and what you're going to want to stick with. But I would try to knock that down. Yep. Yeah. I mean, for the internet side of things, like for sure. But if there's issues with the computer, yeah. I mean, that's a fair point, because if you're going to be doing both, uploading, and then on the cloud side of things, you're going to be uploading and downloading at the same time. Like, and I don't know where your internet speed is at, but hey, that's something else you're going to want to test for sure to see where your speeds are. Because maybe you don't have enough bandwidth to be playing your game and also streaming at the same time. But at least if you have like 5 megabit per second upload speed, you can get away with it, because for gaming, at least, most importantly, you're going to want good download speed. Upload speed, of course, matters too, because you got to relay what you're doing on your side of the game back over, but you don't need as much as you need download wise, because you're playing on the cloud. You're downloading way more than you are uploading. But it's still important. You still need to have a good balance, of each. So at least if you have 5 megabit per second upload, you should be good enough to stream, but you're not going to want to have your bit rate up to like the max that Twitch recommends. Like, so that'd be like 6,000. You're not going to want to set that. You're going to want to set it lower if your upload speed isn't clocking in good enough. And you can do this simply by going into Google, just type in speed test, and then you can run a speed test to check your internet. But yeah, it's a fair point. So both of those are going to need to be looked at. You're going to need to see, is your computer bottlenecking? Hold on, why is this so zoomed out? There we go. Where is this? Wow, 150. Jeez, man. Okay. But yeah, you're going to want to run a speed test, see where you're at. And if it's like really low upload speed, then you're still going to want to do the same exercise of cutting down your bit rate by intervals of 500 until you can get this issue resolved and you can, stream without issue. But the bit rate is like usually the crux, or it would be the quality that you're outputting. So whether it be 1080p, 720p, at 60 FPS, 30 FPS. So those are like the two main things to like look at to fix outside of whatever encoder you're using. But I mean, most of you guys here are probably just using X264, which is just your CPU. But if you have a dedicated graphics card, I would recommend using that even more so because you can take the load off of your CPU. But for poor internet speed, it won't matter either way. You're still gonna lag. So yeah, take a look at that. Both of those cases, and see if you can get your performance to be a little bit better there. Too many devices from my family are using the Wi-Fi, and my speed test is good. Okay, and then it's like, so you have like over 5 upload and probably like 20, 30 download at least. Because the people that are in your family using the internet are probably using way more of the download than the upload. But I've had it for myself where my service provider gives me great download, but then like horrible cruddy upload speed. Like I'll get 300 down and then like 10 up. I'm like, what is going on here? So, and it's so annoying. Like just give me like 300 and 300. Like, come on, widen the pipe for me, please. Yeah, very good. Good idea. Because if you've got people in your household, it's just something that you're going to have to, juggle with here a little bit. So do it in like a real scenario would be a good idea. Because what your internet speed is now may not be what it is later when Susie and Sally want to watch a lot of Netflix. Yeah. How do you go live with your PC and your PlayStation 5 without a capture card in 2025? Well, I don't think this has really changed, but you're going to want to use remote play. Good old handy remote play on your PC. Get that to come through. The one tricky part here with this is that PlayStation, like you have to log in to your PlayStation Network account. And when you do that, you're going to be playing through the PC, through remote play, but there's quite a bit of latency here. And maybe this won't matter for those of you that are playing like role-playing games. Cool. Doesn't really matter too much. But if you're playing like an FPS game or frames matter or timing matters, then you're going to need to use a second PlayStation Network account. So log into remote play using the PlayStation Network account that does not have your PlayStation Plus subscription on it, or it's not an account you really care about. And then the PlayStation, then once you're into remote play with that account, you're going to want to activate your controller to then log in to your main PlayStation Network account. So that way, you'll be playing your games, not really through remote play, but directly through the console itself in a way. Because remote play is tied to the other account, so you'd be using your main account to just play directly with the PlayStation, but it will show up on the remote plays screen. Hopefully you're following. So yeah, once you do that, then you can bring it into Streamlabs or OBS, whatever streaming software that you want to use. Yeah, I know that was a little tricky to follow. I know. Once you have remote play up and running the way that you need, then you can use Streamlabs and just to make it a little bit easier for you, I'll show it up on screen. I don't have remote play, I don't think, on this computer, and that would just take a hot minute to go through. I will link you a video after I finish explaining this, and then you'll be able to run with it. But yeah, here you're going to want to add a source, and it's going to be, you can do a display capture like I have going right here. You can also do a window capture. That should be somewhere. Yeah, here's the window capture. So if I like added the window capture source, you would basically just want to find the PlayStation Remote Play window. And once you select that, it should pop through. Like, so I just selected this window, for example. But like in your case, that would be the Remote Play window. And now you have your Remote Play window here. And then you would just need to kind of resize it up, make sure it fits, or you can right click, transform, and you can fit it to the screen for whatever you have going on. But that would get your gameplay in. You would just keep playing, and your Remote Play session would be showing up in here. No capture card required, guys. No capture card required. So yeah, it's not too hard, honestly. It's pretty easy. Let me link you the video that I did on this topic, so that way you can kind of just follow that and kind of use what I just said here as a bit of a reference point. But the hard part is the 2 PlayStation Network account thing. Again, log in the PlayStation Network into Remote Play using your secondary account or account that you don't care that much about, and then take your controller. And you may need to, you don't need a controller to do the initial login. You can do it through the computer, like computer controls. But anyways, you're gonna want to activate your controller that's associated with your PlayStation 5 to then log into your main PlayStation Network account, and that will show up on the PlayStation Remote Play screen, and that's what you bring into OBS. So I'm gonna go get the video. You can check it out. And there's more step-by-step content in there, like more like images and things you can use. Yep, here it is. This video like freaking popped off. Here it is. I'll show you guys. Is this one here? Right here. I did it over 2 years ago. But here you guys go. I will throw it in the chat. But that is the same way that you would stream your PS5 gameplay, no capture card. It's literally the same. Nothing has changed from 2023 to now. Nothing's changed. And honestly, nothing's changed since Remote Play for PS5 was put into an effect. Yeah, as of now, I don't think there's any other ways that this is done. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Yep, they just want a new update for PlayStation Remote Play. I wish. I remember before they did the fix, but there was like a box that came up on the screen, like if you switched accounts. But that seems to have been fixed with the new PlayStation updates, recent updates. So that shouldn't be a problem. You shouldn't have to do that step. But there is a workaround for it, which I do cover in the video, that you can do to get rid of the box that says you're using another Remote Play session or whatever. You should be able to get that off your screen. Wow, you guys have monster PC builds. I like it. Very nice. You have a Dell monitor, CyberPower PC. Very nice, Redhead. Oh, they did a new update for Remote Play. Any new features? It seems like they just, put some quality updates in there, but nothing too major. Capture card good for my mobile live streaming. Sure. Yeah. It's a reliable connection. Yeah. You can't go wrong with it as long as you have like the right adapter coming from your phone, and you have a phone that accepts HDMI out. That's cool. But if you want something that works for literally any phone, then Duon is really, really solid. Really, really, really solid. It is not free, but it is really good. It's like $10 a year. Or no. Oh, for the year. I'm about to say no limits. Yeah, it's $10 a year. So it is a subscription service. It's this. This is Duon. I haven't really talked about them in a while on my channel, but really, really good. Like it's literally plug and play, and you can use it over Wi-Fi. You can use it plugged in with a cable, and your gameplay, like literally what they're showing right here, it works literally this easy, and your gameplay will show up, and it's like the delay is very, very minimal, and you're not, you don't have a whole capture card setup. But I mean, you'll save more money, I guess, over the long period. If you have a capture card, which is fine. But if you want to, I don't know, do something super, super easy and not complicated, this is the way to go. This is absolutely the way to go. What's good, Russell Westbrook? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm Gucci. We Gucci. I'm Russell Westbrook's twin out here. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, on this note, I will see you guys this weekend for sure. Oh my goodness, Cameron Gaming just came in. I wouldn't trust a word. I wouldn't trust a word I say either, honestly. Dude, did you see the beginning of this stream? You did not see the beginning of the stream. Nobody here right now should watch the beginning of the stream or the first couple hour or so of the stream. It was a disaster, and I still have to fix it, and I gotta probably do that now. Thank you. It's working. Well, that just contradicted everything Cameron just said. Sweet. You got it to work. That is great news. About to now. Oh my God. Yeah, it was a rough run. Yes, man. Yes. Do I just have your number and I didn't send you a text? I need to send you a text so you have my number too, man. All right, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that, man. We gotta fix that. I want to message you. You're my baby, bro. You're my baby. You're my doll. You're my doll. Yes, we do have a link for this mic. I will throw it in the chat, and it's also in my Amazon shop. So yeah, I'll leave you with this, guys. This is the store. You guys don't have to get stuff off of it, but it's just a one-stop shop for all my recommendations for capture cards, microphones, PCs, whatever, headsets. It's all here. Tried to streamline it, tried to make it cleaner, tried to make it better. But yeah, the microphone I have here is this one. This bad boy. It's the Fifine XLR USB gaming microphone. This is the entire set, but you guys can just get the mic itself. But yeah, I will share this with you guys. I'll throw it in the chat. Check it out. This is what I'm using right now. It's a very cheap microphone. Cheaper than many, I'll say. Many, not the cheapest you can get. But like if you just get the microphone, I think that in and of itself is like $30 something bucks. But this is the quality you can expect. I didn't put like any filters on this, dudes. No filters. Yeah, it's right here. $44. Sometimes you can get it on sale. It is on sale right now. I mean, okay. So you might as well get the microphone stand. I think that's why I put it in my shop like that, because like for just a few bucks more, you can get the stand. And it's on sale right now, so that's cool. This mixer is also very cool too. And they can pair together because this is an XLR mic and this is an XLR input mixer. So that's another mixer I do recommend. It's good. But yeah, go check that out. These are good options for y'all that do not break the bank. Like, I mean, look at me right now. I had to switch. This was for context for people who are tuning in now. Like I was using the Elgato Wave 3 earlier in this stream, but it kept giving me robotic noises, robotic sounds. What the heck, Elgato? Like, I'm sorry, that's unacceptable for I don't care what reason. Their software is not playing nice with something else, and it's causing an issue. So I'll sit here and figure it out between now and the next stream we'll do this weekend. When we do reviewing channel stream, we will do that. Blue Yeti's good, but it's a little bit more. It also sounds a little bit better if you know how to use it correctly. You know, get the pop filter and all that stuff on it. Don't blast your gain. But not everybody knows how to do that. So like this is like a little bit of a safer microphone to where it's like it's the loudness is low by default, and you have to, you know, increase it to make your ears blast. So no, this is a solid microphone, man. Yeah, I did. I'm going to restart the computer and see if I experience that issue. I'm going to restart, yeah. After this stream, like once I end here, I'm going to try that out. I hope it's as easy. I hope it's an easy fix as that, because I updated to Wavelength 2.0, and I was still hearing the issue, but I need to do a full restart to actually have all the configuration settings actually apply. So I'm hoping, guys, that it's simple as that. A nice restart, I update it, and we're good to go. If not, well, I'm going to have a major headache for the next few days. Or at least, I mean, it's getting late, so I probably won't. If that's not the fix, I will do this in another day or so, but whatever. Terrible, just awful. I have not heard that terrible audio in a while, and it's just traumatizing that I hear it again today during this stream. It's not cool, not fun. Oh, very cool. Snacks from Costa Rica, yummy. I mean, Apex, for most PC games, I mean, you can tweak your settings to where you can have it, you know, a little bit less, like game-wise, so that way you have a little bit more to work with for the stream. So spec-wise, I mean, it can vary, man. It can vary. But I guess, I mean, at a minimum, and it's what I also recommend for streams too, like quad-core CPU, and then at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, and you can mix and match with whatever brands of whatever you want to buy. Do your little bit of research to get the, you know, not scam parts, but just in general, specs wise. Yeah, quad core CPU, 16 gigs of RAM. I would recommend at least a 2060 graphics card or better. A lot of the older graphics cards are coming down a little bit, so you can start getting the stuff a little bit cheaper now that the 50 series cards are out. But yeah, from there, I would, you know, you can tweak your settings to have them to be a little bit less on the game. You're not going to play your game in the max settings or in great settings. And then for the stream, you can put your processing or your encoding of the stream on the GPU. That's why I say if you get at least a 2060 and you don't get like a really rinky-dink GPU, That's going to kind of make or break it. Make or break the setup. And you have enough RAM, so you have enough overhead to actually run both. But yeah, no problem. No problem. Happy to help out a little bit there. And if you're interested in like the actual computers and detailed specs that I'd recommend, I highly recommend going to my Amazon page, because I have a whole page literally full of the computers I recommend. All of these bad boys. These are pre-built, but I took a look at the specs and they line up with what I just said. So like if you go for, I don't know, let's go for this cheaper one here. You'll see that it has an RTX 3050. That's pretty solid for $750. Like I said, those card prices are going down. Power supply is a little bit on the weaker side, but not bad. 750, 850 is usually your standard there. Has your 16 gigs of RAM, which I just mentioned. Intel Core i5, 13400F. I'm going to say that that's at least a quad core. I mean, it's got to be. I wouldn't have put it on here if it wasn't. But some of these computers I've added in have like 6 cores as well. So either 4 to 6 cores CPU. So really good for multi-threading abilities, which is great for multitasking and playing your games and streaming and stuff. But again, the graphics card is what you're going to put a lot of this on. So this is what it's going to, make or break the whole setup. And you want something decent in like a 30 series here. Obviously, this is above the 2060 that I recommended, because these prices are going down too for the 30 series cards. So you can go for something like this, man. And I'm building my own PC right now. I'm building my own freaking PC. I have all this equipment here on the side. My freaking phone isn't working for the camera, so I can't really show you every piece here. But I will be making a video on my own PC build. I have a 5070 next to me here. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be awesome. So, yeah. Anything in my shop, I recommend, spec wise, and you guys can get like similar specs to it. You don't have to get what's in my shop, but it's like sort of a baseline guidance for what you can get and something that you can get for a decent price. We want decent specs, decent price. That's the goal. Geez, you want to know the tea? I don't know. I won't share that for now. But I've made enough to where I basically make like two full incomes. Like basically, I make since I work full time, and I also do YouTube. I'm basically making like 2 full-time incomes, 2 full-time working incomes. So think of it like that. That'll be the biggest hit. I'll probably share that information at some point, but I'm not gonna spill all the tea right now. I'm not gonna spill all the tea. Like, you guys have helped me actually. No, I'm not rich, dude. If I was rich, bro, come on now, you tripping with it. so he rich, as not quite. Just comfortable, with your guys' help, we're able to buy a house. This this would not have been as possible at my age, with that help. But I mean, of course that helped, but my parents helped kind of get me. They didn't give me money, but they kind of helped me get through school. So I didn't have significant debt, which played a huge part. And then I was able to live cheap through living with my dad and keep saving. And, yes, trust the process. We trust the process, my friends. It's gotta be smart. You gotta keep saving, gotta keep hustling, gotta keep working. And, I've given up a lot of like the weekends and time with friends and all that stuff just to keep on the hustle. So It's a process, guys. All right. I'm going to head up out of here. It's getting late for me. I will be back this weekend. We will be doing another stream. This time it'll be reviewing channel stream. I will hopefully have this microphone all sorted out. I'm going to try to do a clean restart now with Wave 2.0. Thank you guys for dealing with that for a little bit. I should have switched to this microphone way earlier in the video or in the stream, but I didn't. I was being stubborn. But we're here. We're here now. Okay. Bro, my phone has USB 2.0. Can I stream using capture card at 1080p, 60 FPS, 10K bitrate? I would say that you should be able. USB 2.0 on a. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. Yeah, thank you for. Yeah, no more spam. No spam. Just, you can ask your question 1 or 2 times. See, I'm bad for acknowledging it. I am bad for acknowledging it. Oh man. But yeah, I'll answer your question real quick here. Yeah, USB 2.0. Like in my head right now, I'm thinking like that it should, but depending on the capture card, some of them just don't spam, bro. Extra spam. Depending on the capture card, it is like a USB 3.0 like interface, but like the Raboson capture card, I'm pretty sure it's a 2.0. So I would say yes, you should be able to do it. Should be able to make that work. Oh no, that's a 3.0. Oh my God, I'm tripping. Yeah, I would venture on to say then, since the capture card itself requires 3.0, you're gonna need to stick with that. And plus, you're transmitting, a video signal data. It's not like audio. Like this microphone, 2.0, totally cool, totally fine. But video is a bit different, so you're gonna need to have the right cable as well as the right port, USB port, whether that be USB 3.0 port or a super speed USB-C port or something like that. And you can make it work that way. But yeah, I would stick with 3.0. Stick with 3.0. And if your phone is USB 2.0, that'd make it a little bit challenging. Yeah. Give it a shot though, you can like, I wouldn't say like, yeah, I would try, like, just because your phone is 2.0 doesn't mean like you can't run a 3.0, 3.0 out. Like if you can still, as long as you can get the signal out, I wouldn't put too much bearing on the phone. Just as long as you can get it out. All right, guys, I got to run. I got to go to bed. I will catch you guys in the next stream. Thank you for 115 likes. That's absolutely crazy. Like for real. Hopefully we have a, really fun, crazy stream when we're reviewing setups this weekend. And stay tuned for tomorrow as we do have a new video going live. Members have seen it for the past couple days, but everybody will see it tomorrow, where we're making a new stream setup with the M4 Mac Mini and Astro A50X headset. So it's crazy. It's a good time. Ooh, I have a channel member in here, so we got to reply to his comment here. All right, they ask, can I connect a microphone with other sound cards to the Elgato 4KX? This one, you have to stick with it's one audio source. Either it's going to be HDMI or you're going to run analog. So with analog, you could probably get a little funny with it, right? Like you could probably use some sort of like a mixer, for example. If you can line in to the capture card with it, you could do some more funny stuff with that. But I don't see why you'd want to do that. You might as well just use the capture card as like that singular, audio point and video point, because that's what it's for. I have seen some capture cards where they have like a mic input, like for like a 3.5 millimeter jack input for your mic. But like, who's using mics like that? I don't know. Are you guys using mics like? Maybe you guys are. I haven't seen too many people use mics like that for a while. Most people are using XLR or USB mics, which capture cards don't have an input for. So, yeah, you can connect a microphone, but it has to be like a 3.5 millimeter mic. I haven't seen like a USB connecting mic. And you're gonna want to stick to a singular audio source. So have it over HDMI. And then do all your additional sound modifications on the computer or through a mixer that you might have. That's what I do. And just typically capture cards just don't support but so many inputs. Like you're lucky to get the one when that works, let alone the two, which like, dude, you don't want to try to have your capture card controlling that stuff, because I've ran into issues where you can't control the audio level of that audio even coming through. So it's just like, oh man, it's like a messy situation sometimes. Like I like having the control, and I will put the control on the mixer, not the capture card. Mixer or my computer through like a graphic mixer, or like a virtual mixer. Sorry, like a virtual mixer, like the Wavelink that I've been fooling with all stream. So, yeah, good question, honestly. Good question. But yeah, keep it singular there. All right, guys, I'm gonna run. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. We'll see you this weekend. All right. We're gonna have an awesome stream where we're gonna be reviewing channels. I'm gonna give you guys advice on things that I do to help you, and we'll mix in a little bit of tech in there too, depending on maybe issues I'm seeing like in your content or your streams. We will take a look at it. All right, guys. So I appreciate all of you coming through tonight. Shout out to the people that gave super chats. I want to give you guys huge shout outs again. We had Noff Baby Gaming. We had Jay Fields with a super chat, 100T Skip, and Sabria with super chats. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Way too kind. Seriously. You guys didn't need to. But yeah, appreciate it. I'm gonna head up out of here. You guys have an amazing rest of your night. Enjoy the video tomorrow, and I'll catch you for a live stream this weekend. Have a good night, guys. Peace.